You don't want it bad enough, and that's why you're not going to get it. You tell yourself you're locked in, maybe put on some music and work for about a cool 30 minutes before you eventually get bored. You don't work hard enough, long enough, or smart enough to get what you actually want in life. You don't stay consistent when times get hard and it feels like your life is falling apart. To be honest, you probably don't even believe you can actually do it, whatever it is to you. If you're still watching, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you actually were locked in, you would have clicked off the second I acted like I magically knew how focused you were, but you didn't, which means you already know you aren't locked in. And by the end of this video, you'll have either decided for yourself if you're all in or all out, complacent or uncomfortable, willing to hurt right now so you don't hurt forever, wondering what could have been. Life is never going to get easier. This last weekend, I went through probably the hardest few days of my life. Even the day recording this has been honestly terrible. I won't get into specifics, but I lost somebody I really cared about. And with losing them, it feels like a part of me has died. Maybe you got fired from work, or somebody made fun of you. Maybe your car declined and it felt like everyone was laughing at you as you left the store. Maybe you too lost somebody you really cared about. Whatever the case may be, I'm here to tell you, life genuinely does not care. It doesn't ask how you feel or how tired you are. If you've got rent to pay, it's pay or leave. And for most people, that means your parents' house or the street. If you're really alone, life doesn't automatically hand you a check-in buddy or a partner. You're just isolated, and nothing about the situation cares that you are. If you hate your body, it's not going to change itself unless you actually go to the gym. None of these situations factor in how you personally feel. They don't ask if you're tired or lonely or wondering what the point of any of this is. When life gets hard, the universe doesn't sense that and try to make it up to you. For most people, it just feels like life keeps beating them down worse than they already were, and that's genuinely all there is to it. But I want to offer a different way of looking at this. Life isn't going to get easier, that's settled, but whether that fact actually matters is still your decision. If you already know life is going to suck and be hard and you're not happy where you are, why not finally lock in and change that? Why not embrace the suck and work anyway? Why not dedicate yourself to the process and actually try? Why not finally accept that it's up to you whether you stay the same or evolve? Why not? Because you probably don't want it bad enough. It's probably just something you think is cool and not a requirement for your survival. It's probably not the first thing you think about in the morning or the last one at night. It's probably not the only thing keeping you steady when you truly feel alone. I'm not saying it has to do all of those things, but if your why isn't strong enough, your how will never, ever take you there. So, how do you actually lock in instead of just acting like you have? First, you need to identify your why. Why do you want this goal or dream? Why aren't you comfortable where you are? Why are you willing to suffer for it? Whatever it is, name it clearly. And ideally, your why should be a need, not a want. You can want to be rich, and maybe it happens eventually, who knows? But if you need to be rich, your odds go up because it's a requirement now. It's not a daydream. Second, you have to determine your what. What are you actually willing to do to achieve this? What are you willing to sacrifice? What are the real specific tasks you have to perform each day to move closer to it? Focus on what you can control, your actual input, and not some outcome you're hoping for. Finally, work. Work through the noise, work through the hardship, work through the stretches where it feels like everything's falling apart, where it all feels hopeless, pointless. You have to work consistently for long enough and give yourself a real shot at getting there. That's it. That's the whole secret everybody's looking for, except for most people, it was never actually a secret. They just don't want it badly enough to think seriously about what it requires, so they never stay consistent long enough to find out if it would have worked. And when life gets hard, they stop working entirely because deep down, they probably never believed it could happen anyway. So here's the last thing I'll say. Whatever's going on in your life right now, I'm proud of you. And you aren't nearly as alone as you think you might be. And if you genuinely are, there are people out there for you. I hope I can be one of them. Whatever you're struggling with, whatever you're going through, it isn't forever. The hard part is just accepting that life doesn't wait around for you to feel better first. So, after all of that, ask yourself honestly, are you all in or are you all out? Because you shouldn't go through life halfway. I'll see you in the next one.